Good morning. I'm at the the Puget Sound Guitar Camp here outside Bremerton, and this is their New Year's retreat, and it's truly amazing. I went to the Writers' Weekend, and that was around Veterans Day, and it was the highlight of my year, like the best part of it, really. And I wanted to do a video on that. It's here in the Pacific Northwest, just an hour north of me. I live in Olympia, and it is truly incredible. The people here and the community, it's like church, but without the religion, just that community. And in church, growing up, I remember hearing like people talk about the presence of God or the presence of the Holy Spirit. And what I've recognized is that presence doesn't have to have religion or any of that. It's from the gathering together of a community of people with like the same intentions and values, and it's truly enriching and so wholesome and so like such a fresh breath of air to know that there are other people that are interested in the same things and have the similar values. And it got me thinking about church, and I had a conversation because I don't go to church anymore. That was in my early 20s when I was trying it out for myself, and before that, all growing up, every Sunday going to church. And I was talking with one of my cabin mates here, and we were talking about church because he grew up in church a lot and is, it's pretty antithetical to him, which it is to me now as well. But we were like thinking, like, what is it that has people adhere to these belief systems? And we thought, well, a lot of it is people can be afraid and or insecure, and they need some higher power to believe in. And I believe we have that. There is that higher power, and it is within us as well. And I've got my name tag. It is within us as well, that power. And but it's not like clear to us. It's not super visible. And it's something you learn about over time, and it's in all of us as far as being in a community together. The word gestalt comes to mind, where the whole is greater than just the sum of its parts. And what that can mean, what I mean by that, is that we each bring an essence, a part of ourselves when we come together. But it is amplified exponentially when we're together. We're like an amplifier for that energy, that vibe, that creativity, that imagination that flows through us. It's like we tap into it somehow, and it truly is amazing to be reminded of that and be in the ethos here of other people like that. But going back to the religion thing, I think people have a hard time just not knowing. And because here we don't know. And for all we know, when we entered this place, this planet, and incarnated here, maybe that was part of the agreement, that it would just be a blank slate. It'd be like an avatar of ourselves that doesn't have any memories of anything else. And so it's kind of like this quarantined experiment in like a petri dish, so to speak. But one thing that the mushroom has shown me from doing high doses and really doing the Terence McKenna method of silent darkness and big doses, courageous doses. And it is actually not as bad as it seems when you're all by yourself, because you can relax, you can meditate, you can breathe, and really seek. It's of the kind of mentality, the kind of vibe where instead of escapism, it's the opposite. Like you just go straight into the deep end, into the eye of the storm, go straight for the singularity. And that is what really, like, that, it's that just fearless abandon. Like you're like, what am I here for? What am I doing? Like, might as well just jump into it, just explore it. And a lot of people are afraid of death too, and all the fear mongering and stories that go around and how they're brought up, and we're very creatures of habit. And it's like how I was when I was growing up. I was like, this is the trusted way. My parents seem to know what's going on. They have faith in it. And then you get older and realize no one really knows what's going on, and it's convoluted, and some people are saying that and other people are saying that. It's like, what even is happening? What am I doing here? What is this all about? Well, I found lots of peace in just being at peace with not knowing, because we don't have to know. And it's almost like, to me, this whole, like, to pass the test of Earth is for us to just get real with ourselves, to get real with each other and be like, we don't know what this is or what's this all about, but there's no need to be afraid. And maybe I'm making it sound easier than it is, because I've spent my life seeking this and trying to understand this, and so to me it might be more intuitive than for other people where that might seem antithetical.